So we're back, still alive. No life has been lost. Just at the ritual site at City of finishing off some rituals before we go and do Blood Pact. It's a quest in Lumbridge that will give us access to the catacombs where we can find spider silk, bat hide, runes, bones, different resources that could come useful. Then we also need to figure out a money making method, but first we just want to level up some skills and not be so squishy because we don't want to die. By the way, guys, I by no means have any type of guide or anything written down, so all of this that I'm doing is just sort of blind playthrough, trying to be as careful as I can be and trying not to die basically. But what makes this plan kinda easy is that the bank is kinda close. Too bad there's not a bank closer to the catacombs, but the bank in the marketplace will have to do. So we talked to Zania real quick, gives us the rundown on the quiz real quick. And the great thing about the catacombs is that there's a lot of monsters there, but we want to first get to the spiders because they'll drop spider silk, and the other monsters drop runes, which is pretty useful. But we first want to level up the skill so we're not too squishy. And there's some statues here that we can sell to Zania for some GP, so that'll be a good start. We just gotta kill Resoff and the quest should be completed. Free the damsel in distress, and that should be it for that quest. We'll take no prisoners, and this is going to get us started with the combat leveling. Alright, we let the chickie baby free and quest completed. Now let's get started. Not gonna lie, the grinds in free to play are they're a bit tough. They're a bit tough, but we gotta in the name of content we have to do this. As a reward we get a lamp and we get some levels, so we're on our way to not being as squishy anymore, and we're on our way to escape free to play. I remember on my main account I was free to play until like 1100 total. Nowadays I think you need to be a different type of animal to be that type of player who never leaves free to play for whatever reason. I keep saying that we might be farming this place for a very long time, but I mean probably not so long because the GP per hour here is not great. The bank is too far. We need to make Viswax for fast home teleports, and even then I gotta go further into the cave for better money, so it's not looking good for the catacombs anymore. Don't want to forget the lodestone because we need to get to that bank, and we don't want to walk from Draenor or Varrock to this place. We want to try to leave free to play as soon as possible. The Lumbridge marketplace is going to be another useful place because this is where we're going to get our cake, since we're not going to be fishing or cooking for survival, but we will be doing fishing for quests. We might have to do cooking for quests as well, so we're not going to opt ourselves out of the questscape. Just fishing and cooking for survival is going to be opted out on this account. Another thing that we do have to do is organize the bank, because we need to be as organized as we can so we don't die in this account. So it's our little organization. We have not much stuff, but hopefully we can have a wealth evaluator we can be proud of it. in the next episodes. Even though thieving only goes up to level 5, we're still going to be able to get cake off this stall for as long as we want until we leave free to play. First have to get level 2 thieving for the vegetable stall, then I believe at level 5 we can steal from bakery stall. So let's do this really quick, and yeah, this is gonna be the bread and butter of the free to play account. Alright, so with level 2 thieving, now we can go on to the vegetable stall where we get that cake at level 5. And the vegetables, they're gonna be pretty useful, maybe not right away, but and members will need vegetables for player owned farm, even though the best thing to use there is the wood leaves. But yeah, let's continue with this early gameplay, and hopefully we can get out of here as soon as possible. I think that's gonna be enough cakes for now, and we're gonna continue with the we're gonna farm some spider silk, and hopefully that will be getting us some crafting levels. So what makes this plan easy, that the bank is kind of close. Too bad there's not a closer bank, but this bank, the one in the marketplace, will do. We are gonna run out of ectoplasm, so we're just gonna top off necromancy to level 20 and then switch to magic, because we're gonna be wasting too many ectoplasms using necromancy. It's not gonna be worth using for the long term. But see how there's these spiders drop runes, thread, spider silk. We're not gonna be able to use the spider silk right away, but maybe we should have started at the cows. But we're here already, so we'll just be here for a while we camp enough spider silk to hopefully get some crafting levels. We'll see. We're not really gonna be using much guides. There's not really anything written down, but trying to play this as blindly as I can. So we actually need level 20 crafting to be able to use the spider silk. I know that these drop some leather, so we'll be able to get some type of experience even while we're down here because we have the thread. But I mean, just gotta grind this out. It's not gonna be any easier. In the later levels, we're gonna be camping the other monsters in here, because in the higher levels there's also bats, so we could use like bat wing armor, bat wing weapons. That may be a good thing to camp. But I'm also thinking that we might have to, that mining, smithing, and mining gems might be the way to the bond. Let me know what you guys think. I think probably free to play combat is probably not as good a money maker as I think, because even though there is Batwing stuff that we can make, I think it's probably gonna be too slow because we have to bank everything, and if we use the home teleport, I don't have any Viswax, so we might have to train rune crafting and make some Viswax. The account is sort of taking shape. I think combat is probably not going to be the way to the bond. Probably mining and smithing and crafting, but with gems. I was thinking that crafting the armor like the spider silk and the bat wing would probably be a good idea. And I mean, it probably could be, but I feel like mining and the smithing is probably going to be a lot faster because you can produce things more in bulk. So yeah, I think we're sort of getting this, we're shaping this account up. But first we're gonna start with this combat stuff because we don't want to be too squishy. Alright guys, so I've been farming those spider silk for a while now, and from what we thought up, it seems to me that the spider silk is gonna take way too long because it's a good training spot, but just banking them takes way too long. So I've come back to Berthope and I'm farming these cows to get to level 20 crafting to use the spider silk. And we're almost to level 20. Alright, so I've been camping these cows in Berthope, and I noticed that even though we have like pretty good magic level, the search is now level 5 agility, so we're gonna work on that in a minute. I have a hero pass mission for 50 laps, so let's see how many we can crank out. Now, even though hero pass is going to be deleted from RuneScape, I was filming this video before the news had been posted that they're going to be getting rid of hero pass. But I mean, 50 laps seems like a lot, but since I play a lot, it doesn't seem like a lot, but doing it does seem like a lot, because the hero pass is like asking you to do 50 laps, and that takes a long time. Yeah, 50 laps is not gonna happen. That was a bit tough. Getting level 5 was a bit more of a task than I thought, but not too bad, I guess. So more organizing of the bank, because we need to be super organized so that we don't somehow get killed by something. We need to be as organized as we can possibly be in this account. I actually want to see if we can make it to Raziel and get T95. If we get to members, that's probably going to be the goal. And I can always use my main account to keep it members, so we'll see how that goes. I've amassed a wealth of total of 3.4k, so that means that we are very, very, very far away from that bond. Selling leather to the store is not gonna cut it. We did get to level 30 magic, so that's a plus. But the plan at the end of the day is to escape free to play. So what we're going to do is we're gonna get this level 20 crafting. See how much the spider cell gives us, and we're gonna have to escape. We're gonna clear out Berthope, and then we're going to clear out all the quests. I think 30 magic is a pretty good level. There's not many free to play quests, so this should be pretty fast. Level 30 magic, I think, already gives us a bit of an edge on free to play quests. But I think I'm gonna have to level up defense, because we need some armor. We're not wearing any armor at the moment, so we need to level up defense as well. We've been selling stuff to Jack, and Jack, I think he's ripping us off, but we cannot do anything about it. I know that in Al-Qaeda we can farm the gems, cut them, and sell them to the diamond trader, to the gem trader. So we'll just have to find out what strategy is gonna be the best one for us because we need a lot of GP. Bonds are currently going anywhere from 70 to 80 mils, so we are very far away from home. So we amassed a total of 163 spider silk, and these gloves are giving me less experience than the ones that I was making from the leather shields. Give 30 experience, and these are giving me 12 experience. So this is not good. This is not good. It was like a big waste of time. Big waste of time. That's crazy. That was crazy. Not really worth it, spider silk gloves. We're gonna have to go do some quests, and we need to get out of free to play as soon as possible now. Let's see how much the Mr. Jack gives us for these gloves. So Jack is not going to take the gloves. He is done ripping us off. Or maybe he is an ethical scammer. He'll scam you for leather items but not for silk. There are a few quests here. There's Druidic Ritual. There's the summoning the wolf whistle quest. There's also the let them eat pie quest. So we're gonna do those real quick. There's also the Death Plateau quest. We'll do that one as well. And we need to just complete all the quests. The May from, I think May in Virak will give us a die at 25 quest points and 50 quest points. So that'll give us a good start to the bond. I think that's where we need to start. We need to have some cash because selling to Jack 3.6k is not gonna do it. That's not gonna cut it. We are very lost. I think we went the wrong way around, but we're here. Alright, so this is Druidic Ritual. We gotta pick up some stuff. We gotta help make a potion. So this is a quick quest. We're also gonna pick up the wolf whistle quest, and then hopefully we get this done pretty quickly. I remember from Fresh Start Worlds that you need some special type of gloves for those abominations, so I know exactly where we need to go. We need to go to Turrail, I think is his name. Even though we're not going to be doing fishing or cooking, we need to fish this for quests. So we're not going to opt out of fishing for quests. So the level 1 fishing account is gone. Because we need to fish in order to do some quests. I believe like the there's another quest in Sears Village where you need a fishing level, so we're going to be doing those fishing levels for those quests. In Fresh Star Worlds, this is a good training spot in the beginning for Slayer. And get membership, because what we want to do is we want to clear every area and get the comcape for this account. And hopefully we can also get a trim comp, since we're going organized and sort of doing things in order. We should be able to get the trim comp, but a lot of those achievements are locked behind skills and times, so I'm not sure if you need the special gloves for the abominations, but regardless, we'll get them because we might get a Slayer task or something like that, so might as well. And we need to find some water. Yeah, I remember doing this quest in Fresh Star World, so easy quest. On to the next one. It's a bit weird how Druidic Ritual is free to play now. I mean, there's not much use for herb lore in free to play other than attack potions. But the next quest is going to be the Let Them Eat Pie quest, so let's do it.
Don't forget, these notes must be
There's also not much to Let Them Eat Pie, just the basic gathering items to finish the quest. And yeah, on to the next quest. I think we'll do Death Plateau next, and that will be it for this episode, at least. This quest is also easy because we already have the fishing bait. We need some maggoty flour. Pretty basic stuff. Pretty funny cutscene though. Now that we got that pie, on to the next quest. Let the meat pie completed. With Let Them Eat Pie completed, now we're gonna do the Wolf Whistle quest, which is also another quick quest. We have the Giant Wolpertinger quest. And apparently we need to first check in with Kakamix. What a fail. But it's that girl. She didn't want to go. She want me to chat with Kakamix after I make the pouch. Alright, we check with Kakamix. Now we gotta go with Scalectix. That was so annoying. Oh my goodness. Alright, so with Wolf Whistle done, we go on to the next quest, Death Plateau, which is it's a relatively easy quest.
Yes.
a big bunny! That's not scary at all!
It's scaring me. Why is it scaring me? Leg it! It's gonna eat us all! It's messing with wolf meat brains! In my head! Make it stop! Wolf bones need its mummy!
Yes, the Wolpertinger won't last long. In fact, there it goes. Oh dear.
Thinking of both.
Well, he's
Yes.
especially.
Where? Oh. Ow.
Oh, I
Summoning unlocked. Level 4. Level 4 summoning, and we got one more level to go before we max out summoning. Alright, so that plateau has been completed, and now we just need to complete all the other quests in free to play. That's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're going hard on this hardcore Iron Man free to play. Hopefully we get out of members. We need to find a money making method and buy that bond. But we won't buy the bond until we've completed everything in free to play. Come back for the next episode, and again, thank you guys for watching.
That went very well.